Yes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, man. Happy Friday. Um, I'm up early on the StreamYard tip. And I haven't really been using StreamYard. I'm not gonna hold you. Because like I said, I switched up. I did this regular stream off of Facebook. I mean not Facebook, off of the YouTube. Because StreamYard, I did not renew my thing with them. Maybe next month I will. I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see, man. Because to me, like I said, it's smoke and mirrors, man. Until I feel like the service is warranted or worth it. Because right now, like I've been doing stream yards um for some years. I think at least I don't know. I gotta look it up on my files and stuff. But I have another format that I've been using, and this newer format is kind of blowing StreamYard out the frame. And I'm like, yo, man, I've been paying. And to me, the amount of money that I have invested into StreamYard um, has me losing. It does. It has me losing. But I get it though, because it's all rigged. Like I was saying, man, they want you to pay for views and pay for promotion and all that. Like, listen, man, if your content is popping, and more importantly, if you are talking about things that are supposed to be popping, you're exposing the game, man. That's my whole thing. I've been remixing a lot of my content with the boxing, and it just is what it is, man. I think I'm gonna drop some Team Tucker content today. Maybe even throw in a little Earl Spence. Uh, because it's Friday. I wanna do a flashback Friday piece, man, just to show like the moves that I have made in the boxing game behind the scene as far as fighter development and marketing different fighters. Because now what I've been doing, or if you notice, I haven't really been doing that. I haven't been doing that. But I just think right now, just sitting in the cut and watching everything, the boxing game is crashed out. It's getting low, been low, right? Shout out to the guys yesterday. I think Malik and Gumbo and a couple of others that was on my live stream, and I was seeing how um, YouTube boxing is dead. It is, man. It's been dead though, man, for some years, but now it's like it's just at an all-time low. Because, like I said, most content creators, and this is respectfully, they don't do nothing for boxing, man. They don't. They like a lot of these guys want to be celebrities. They're trying to make money. I get it. It's the American way. Make your money. But most of the boxing content creators aren't making no money. They're not. That's why I tell a lot of you dudes that fall victim to that. You need to go get a job. To be honest, man. If you're sitting online stream, or I don't want to even promote hustling, but you need to do something. Because coming online every day, that's what it's too, respectfully, and I say this respectfully, it's too many bums that talk boxing. Fuck it, I said it's Friday, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's too many bums, and I don't mean financial bums. I just mean bums. Like, you have a bum mentality. You're not doing nothing, but you're sitting on, to be a boxer, an elite boxer, is one of the hardest things to do in life. You know the type of sacrifices and training that you got to do. but yet you bums that can't even hustle, get a job, be consistent at anything, love to speak on boxing. Love to sit around and speak on it, man. Because that's what most of you guys do. Y'all are sitting around. You're not even developing your content. You're not developing your platform. It's just that's where boxing is at right now, man. That's where boxing is at right now. But I want to talk about Javante Tank Davis because I seen Tank Davis was trending, right? Um, Tank Davis knows it's over. He knows his core support system on YouTube boxing and the internet. Um, he's exposed now, right? He's on the run. Um, look, they don't. You know what it is? I think they could have been picked him up. They know where he's at, right? But they don't care. You know why they don't care? Because he's exposed now. See, all that's all this is about. He's exposed. His fan base is exposed, right? That's all they was doing, right? Because this is $1 million fighter, alleged, right? The one of the biggest stars in boxing, biggest stars in the game over there with you with the PBC, got all this money, but yet he's moving, hiding like a motherfucker that's on welfare. Yo, dog, you got bread. You supposed to be breaded up. You were supposed to go face these charges, right? You were supposed to go face these charges, right? But now you're on the internet. You let academics made you react and crash out on the internet yesterday, man. Because the real reason why you crashed out is it's just like your fans, right? Um, you have a couple charges to answer for, right? Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are fighting next week at the world's most famous arena. We're supposed to get a lot of snow too, man. I think they said now we're gonna get snow on Thursday too. That's what it's looking like, right? Um, but they're fighting next week at the world's most famous arena, right? You, on the other hand, never had. I don't think you ever fought at Madison Square Garden. You fought at the Barclays Center, which is no knock. The Barclays Center is a nice venue, but it's not Madison Square Garden. It doesn't have the history of the Garden. But you were on the internet. I'm trying to pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see if they have it on. They have it on IG. I'll just go to IG. Yeah, it's over here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pull up IG. Right. Tank Davis is on the run, y'all. And academics made him crash out on the internet. Academics got at him on X. I think it was X or Twitch or something, and he responded. That's how I'm gonna tell you. They're not really worried about him like that, right? Because how technology is now. When he responded, they probably know his location. They know his location. Yeah, I think the biggest thing they wanted to do was just expose him, right? That's all this was about, just exposing his brand. It started with the Jake Paul shit. They're just exposing his brand now. Right? But here's the academics, right? So at King Ack, right? Look, that's what pops right up too. Look, right? That's what pops up. All this domestic shit. Where's the academics one? See, he had a big brand, smoke and mirrors, right? This right here is what sparked him, right? So academics, um, allegedly, right? I think he said something about Shakur Stevenson, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out, man. Let's find out. Well, he said something, and then Javante reposted him on this thing. But my thing is this: the police and U.S. Marshals are looking for you. You're on social media, going at a social media influencer. The police probably know where you're at now. They probably always knew where you're at, but like I said, they don't care. They really don't care because what they're doing is they're exposing your brand now. They're exposing you because you are a high powered, supposed to be wealthy celebrity, right? But yet, like I said, you went on the run like a poor man. You went on a run like a poor man. That's what poor people do. People that don't have the money to fight their charges go on the run, right? You went on the run. You're on the run, man. And your goofy fans are online. Just yo, see, the online boxing game is exposed, man. The online boxing game is exposed, man. The Titanic has crashed, man. It has crashed because a lot of the boxers that we were programmed to believe were the biggest aren't as big as we thought they was. Some of them might have been, but they might have fucked up a lot of money or fucked up their money. I was speaking with somebody yesterday about a particular fighter, and I was like, "Yo, they are going to cut him." I was like, "The writing is on the wall, man." I was like, you know how it looks. See, I learned the game from the media, from this right here, the media standpoint, right? Whenever the powers that be, the the puppet masters, the people that control the board, whenever they want to uh shit on you or get rid of you, you know what they do first? They kill your brand, they kill your image. See, I am the UGK of this, man. I have a platform. You know how they try to kill me, but they can't because now my receipts is just so heavy. But you know how they always used to try to kill me? They want me to think that nobody watches me, right? Because I'm independent media. I have an independent media company. I never wanted to be like these guys that sit online and talk boxing. That shit is pointless to me. What are you talking for if you don't do nothing in or you're not doing nothing? You're just in the way, right? They always tried to make it seem like I was in the way. No, I was making a way. I was creating my way, creating my lane, right? That's what they do. They do what they're doing to Javante Davis, right? And they've been set him up from the jump. And the reason why I say that is, and I stand on that, is they allowed Tank Davis to have a fake facade for so long. Remember, he had the big deal. They put that false narrative out that he signed a 7-fight, 300 something million deal. Where's that money at right now, man? If he had that money and he had that deal, do you think he would be in hiding? You think he would be in hiding? He'd be answering these charges. Teflon Don, nigga. Right? He'd be answering these charges. But he's not doing that. You know why? He's not doing that. You guys want to go outside? You want to go outside, girl? Hold on. Look at my girl. She heard me broadcasting down here and came right down. Outside. Yeah, Javante's brand is compromised, man. Not only is it compromised, it's exposed, man. Because he's not as big, right? Then you have, like I said, you have Blue Blood, you have 7-8, you have these guys putting out reports that he don't got money and all of that, right? Then you have his supporters, right? His YouTube supporters, the Knockho, and all these guys with inaccurate information, right? It just looks bad. Like look, let's just put the in this perspective, right? If this was Jake Paul, right, or Anthony Joshua, because they just fought, and we know they got real bread, right? Don't you think they would have turned themselves in, right? Because they got money to fight the charges. Tank Davis is on the run and hiding, like he don't have money to fight these charges, right? Where's Al Heyman? Call Al, right? It's just a bad look, man. And then yesterday with this shit right here with academics, it pretty much just summed it up, man. I got my literature coming out on that later. I'm gonna drop something on that, That's what we do over here now. And that's why I said what I said about as far as this stream, y'all and all that. I don't want to keep um paying. I just looked it up. So what is it, $35 or something a month? Um, I don't want to pay to hear my dogs there. So I was trying to let them have a good time. Somebody must be walking in front of the house, man. They're barking. All right, I'm back, y'all. Yo, listen to this, right? Y'all made a jerk pot roast last night. Yo, that shit came out fire, right? I mean, yo, we went to the gym. I let it cook while I was at the gym. Well, I just had some of it right now. I made a jerk pot roast last night. This morning, I just had a little piece of it, right? It was fire last night. But this morning, now that it's been sitting in the refrigerator, Shadow, what's up? Hit the like button, man. Um, yo, you really taste the flavors in it. I think I might take a half a day today. I'm really debating on it. I might take a half because we got Sunday, Monday. Look, I don't think Sunday is supposed to start snowing. It's gonna snow all day Sunday, all day Monday, pretty much. That means I'm not gonna come home probably the Tuesday night, man. Tuesday night. So I was like, damn, I don't want to call in today. I'll go to work, but I might take a half. I might dip out half of the day. It's still up in the air. Shadow, how you doing, man? We just talking about Tank Davis and how he's exposed, his brand is exposed, his fan base is exposed. It's just a bad look, man. They don't really care about him, man. Because truth be told, man, how technology is now on some CIA federal shit. The moment he did this right here and responded to this dude, academics, they know where he's at. They don't care. He's exposed now. His brand is exposed, man. He ran from some. It's not even really. They are serious charges, but if you got mad money, like how he supposedly has money, these weak ass charges, go fight that, man. Go fight these allegations, man. But he went on the run. Let me say this, and I say this respectfully. He went on the run like the 9 people that was indicted from where I'm from, Huntington Station. They was indicted on murder charges, all type of shootings from the feds. He's running from a state charge, right? He's running. And he looks bad because he has money. The 9 people that I'm talking about, they don't have no money. They caught fed charges. 53 count indictment. This nigga has state charges, kidnapping, some other shit. Nothing crazy. Where he's looking at life in jail. But he went on the run. And he's a millionaire with money behind him. This big pay-per-view star. See, what they're doing is, and now a lot of these guys are trying to run with my sauce, because that's what they do. They claim they don't watch me, but then they try to take my speaking points and want to act like they do the things that I do, which they don't, right? Because they're not media. They never was media. They don't know how to be media. Well, like I said, most of them are bums, jealous bums, crows, right? That watch people and be like, oh, I can do that too. He don't do nothing. No, I do a lot, motherfuckers. You don't do nothing. You're unemployed. You have poor work ethic. You're lazy. You're not a grinder. You're not a hustler. You're not a builder, right? But yeah, Javante's brand is exposed now. His fan base that sits online, that pushes narratives, you guys been exposed. But his infrastructure is exposed because this is a millionaire fighter, the biggest pay-per-view fighter that went on the run. He had to get low from state charges. He ran like he was wanted for murder. Yo, he ran like OJ. Remember when, rest in peace to OJ. Remember when they wanted OJ for the murder of Nicole and the other dude, and he jumped on the highway and took it? But OJ was running from a murder charge. This guy's running from a kidnapping and hostage, some other shit. Ain't. It's like, bro, these are state charges. You act like the feds is on you. They're going to throw you away forever. You got money, homie. Alleged. You're a millionaire. Why are you running? You got high-powered lawyers. Call Al Heyman. Make the calls, man. Make the calls. But no, you jump online and crash out over academics. Because he told you to turn yourself in. He told you to turn yourself in. But the real reason why you crashing out is because, like I said, your brand now is compromised and exposed. You're not the dude, man. And Shakur Stevenson, even though they're trying to shit on his fight with Teofimo Lopez, the winner of that fight is going to be rocking and rolling, brother. And the reason why they're going to be rocking and rolling is because they are fighting in money-making Manhattan. They are fighting at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. They are the ticket, the main event. You guys could say that the tickets ain't selling. It doesn't matter. Both of those guys have credible resumes in boxing, and they're young. One is a former undisputed, I believe, 2-division champion. The other is a 3-division former unified champion. And like I said, these guys are young, elite guys fighting one another. Tank Davis was considered elite, but what other elite fighter has he fought? Probably the biggest marquee fight is a who? Ryan Garcia, who's an influencer. Ryan Garcia was never a champion, yeah. Who's his other big names on his resume that you say, yo, man, Tank took down Goliath. These two are putting it on the line. The winner of that fight next Saturday, not this Saturday, their resume, and I say this respectfully, is the Hall of Fame status damn near. Especially for Shakur Stevenson and the Teofimo, right? Because look, if Teofimo knocks off Shakur, Teofimo has a decent Hall of Fame type of resume. He beat Lomachenko to become undisputed, or however you want to look at it. Then he beat another undisputed champion in Josh Taylor, right? Now, if he knocks off Shakur Stevenson, who was a silver medalist, a 3 division champion, that's another big trophy on his resume. And the same for Shakur. So these guys are putting up Hall of Fame numbers. Man, four in the building. Smash the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Say good morning. Shout out your section. Shout out your section. Look, I made them get low. Yeah, whoever it was, they got low. They got up out of here. They was in the bushes watching. They got up out of here, man. You niggas are weirdos, man. You internet niggas that sit around in the bushes trying to steal speaking points. You niggas been weirdos, man. It's the boxing community for you, man. That's why, now how I kill the boxing game, I put out the literature. Yo, my stamps are everywhere now, man. Shout out to WCS for acknowledging that, right? He acknowledged it yesterday. I was on his live stream. He hasn't been live in quite some time. But I was over there talking my shit, man. As I should have. Shanewz Boxing, management, marketing, media, right? See, a lot of y'all lost sight of who I was because you always thought I was riding Fighters' wave. And I say this respectfully. Fighters been riding my wave, man. I am the wave. I am the staff. I am Moses. Fighters been riding my wave, nigga. I can't ride somebody's wave that I create. I come on my platform. I promote fighters. I market fighters. So how the fuck do I ride a fighter's wave when I provide the wave and create it? Get that shit correct, man. Get that shit correct. Right? And this upcoming week, like I said, my next fighter that y'all gonna say that I'm riding his wave, we have a big meeting, all type of stuff set up. So when you guys were always saying that I was riding this fighter's wave and that fighter's wave, no, I was creating the waves, motherfucker. Get it right. The news by Shanewz. Yeah, Shanewz Boxing LLC, serious inquiries only, Mr. 15%. You do have options. Come on, in the house. In the house. Let's go. In the house. Over here. Over here. Here, Daphne. You listen. Good girl. See, only jealous internet fans that sit online and base their importance off of views and clicks would say that I ride fighters' waves because that's what they want to do. Most of these internet guys, right? They want to be next to fighters. They want to do these things, but they can't. So when they see somebody that has done it at the highest level, and now my whole thing is I'm exposing the game because for so many years they wanted me to think that nobody watched me, my voice was unheard. No, the game is exposed now. If I create a lane, right, and my brand that I built, right, I speak about fighters that are supposed to be popular, some that I have helped to make popular, but yet I'm unnoticed. No, you're full of shit. The game been full of shit. And that's what we're seeing right now with Gervonta Davis and these charges. He's running. He's a millionaire fighter, man. That's like, come on, man. That's like P. Diddy. But see, P. Diddy didn't run. He stood tall. He's in jail right now, in the feds, though. And his charges was way more trumped up than Tank Davis's, right? But he stood tall. He turned himself in, right? Tank Davis is facing state charges, man. And he's supposed to be guapped up. But he's hiding like he's on welfare. He's hiding like he's a Section 8 baby daddy. You know what a Section 8 baby daddy is? That's a nigga that lives off a Section 8 bitch. That's what Tank Davis is moving like. Cause you know a lot of these niggas that be in the streets, that be front like they getting money, right? The moment they catch a charge, that's what they do. Cause they don't really have nothing. They don't own nothing. A lot of these niggas don't have cars. They bums, man. Tank Davis is moving like a bum, like a nigga that don't have no bread. Now he's low because they looking for him and he's trying to get his money up. That's how he's moving. That's how he's moving. And look, I'm gonna tell you, his fans that sit online that idol worship him, you niggas look even worse. You look even worse because y'all been online for so many years, right? And I say this respectfully. I never thought it would be worse than the Earl Spence shit, but this is actually worse. This is actually worse. When these guys was always covering up for EJ and then denied for EJ, I didn't think it could get any worse. This Tank Davis shit is worse, man. Because at least, like I said, man, Earl Spence was just an alcoholic and hanging with the wrong people and doing other shit. But he wasn't no Ike Turner ass type of nigga. He wasn't beating on bitches. He wasn't getting locked up in the news for smacking bitches and doing all that type of shit. He was, hanging with people that were taking advantage of him, getting them drunk and doing other things and shit like that, ruining his career. But Tank Davis, on the other hand, he's getting into bonehead moves and it's a cycle, man. And now he's hiding from this shit. And it's sad because the narrative has been that he's been one of the biggest for so long. But yet he can't answer these charges. How's the content looking, y'all? I'll sit on for maybe about another 10 minutes because I'm all dressed, man. See, normally I would have been at the park getting my sets in, man. Like I said, yesterday, I moved so much furniture and all kinds of shit. And then if you see my content last night, I was in the gym. I was getting busy. I got busy last night in the gym. I felt because I was still feeling good from moving all that junk. I threw out a lot of junk yesterday, man. So I went to the gym last night. I had a couple of meetings at the gym. Next week is a big week for one of my guys, man. We trying to put it together, See, I don't base my success off of the crows, supporting what I do on the internet. Because truth be told, behind the scenes, you guys support what I do. Don't even realize it. Y'all don't even realize it because you know why? Y'all are programmed dummies. But y'all will sit online and attempt to front on me or think you fronting on me. Right? But a lot of things that I actually do, y'all been supporting because y'all are programmed Crash Dummy fans. Daffy, would you like a piece of jerk? Uh, depending on what I'm doing today, I'm gonna take a half. Because we're not even getting 2 full days off. You might have a day off just Saturday. I want to, get some stuff done. I want to get some stuff done today. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. I got about maybe another 10 minutes. I sit at the desk for 10 more minutes. Right? It's Friday. I guarantee you a lot of people calling out of work, so I don't need to jump on the road that quick. I'll probably give y'all another live stream and the vehicle and shit. I'll give y'all another live stream in the vehicle, right? But yeah, Tank Davis's brand is compromised. Um, it's unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate, right? It is unfortunate. It's tragic. It's tragic, man. But that's just how the game is right now, man. That's just how the game is. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'm texting my media people, my thumbnail graphics and them type of people, man. Cause I'm trying to get this together. I'm gonna put this out, man. I think this morning. That's gonna be the first thing of literature that I do. Tank Davis, man, has Tank Davis's brand. Um, know that is being compromised, right? Yeah, I was making sure nothing was burned. It was smelling like something was burned. I do not want the house to burn down. Yeah. But I'm about to get out the door now, y'all. 7. Um it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I don't got a drop top. Yeah, that was Usher, right? Do do. Yeah, Usher killed that. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me. I pull up, anticipating. Yeah, I just text my people. That's what you hear me right now. I'm telling them right now the angle I'm going for this morning's press release. That's what that's called. That's called a press release, y'all. This morning's press release is gonna be what I'm talking about right now. But I'm putting out my literature. See, you gotta put out the literature, man. See, the literature goes a long way because this right here is smoke and mirrors. This is how I expose uh how I'm really exposing the game because if I talk about things or stream about things and they hide my views, they can hide that, but they cannot hide my literature and all of my posts now. That's something that they can't hide. And that is everywhere now. Those are everywhere. And I'm about to put some more out right now. But I'm out the door, y'all. 7 o'clock. It's time to make the donuts. It is time to make the donuts. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Watch this though. See, that's that. You hear the alarm going off? That's the alarm. That is the alarm. But hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed the sauce, man. Everybody have a productive and safe Friday.